one of the hardest things to overcome is actually not the physical aspect, it's the mental aspect to get ready to go back into the sport. Hi guys, Dr. Natty here with another new video. So today I want to talk about how to recover your mental health after dealing with an injury. So as a rehab specialist, I've seen all my athletes go through this, and one of the hardest things to overcome is actually not the physical aspect, it's the mental aspect to get ready to go back into the sport. So first tip that I have for you right now is you gotta journal. You gotta measure your progress backward. What I mean by that is that you gotta take measurement on your small win every single day when you show up to do your physical therapy, to do your rehab. So that way you can measure yourself in small increment of gains, right? And you can slowly build yourself up with small momentum. You don't wanna keep comparing yourself to your past self. What you wanna do is you wanna measure yourself from where you are today compared to yesterday. For example, if you have a knee injury, you tear your ACL, you couldn't bend your knee that much. So when you go to PT, you want to say, hey, yesterday I can only bend it 10 degrees. Today I can bend it 30 degrees, right? So you put yourself in a positive state of mind. The second advice I have for you is to actually surround yourself with good group of people who went through the same injury. So one of the biggest thing that we did here at Myokinetics is that we actually created a whole podcast where I interviewed all my athletes who go through ACL injury, UCL injuries. And the whole reason is that I want all my current patients to be connected with my past patients so that way they can hear that their journey is exactly the same, and that if someone else overcome it, they too can do the same thing. And then at the end of every podcast, they always give out their Instagram handle so that way they can connect with those individuals. So if you know your teammate, you know someone in your circle, in your family that went through similar thing and has actually surpassed the challenges, you should reach out to them for support. And because it's so good to have strength in community and strength in number. Last thing this is a bonus add-on that I want to give to you guys is that you always want to pick up a mentor, right? And what I mean by that is that, so for me, if I'm going through something right now, I want to learn from people who went through the same thing. So similar to having that friend, but if you actually pick a pro athlete that went through the same thing you're going through, it's really good for you to follow that journey, right? So for me, I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. So Kobe been through a lot. He tore his Achilles. So as he's going through his rehab and recovery, I always like to say, okay, what did Kobe say? How did he overcome that? What can I do to mimic to get that Mamba mentality, right? So for you guys that are watching this video, try to find someone in your sport, someone that you resonate with, even get their book, listen to their podcast, and start taking some small advice from them. So that way you never feel like you're truly alone. Because the hardest thing about rehabbing, and especially when it comes to the mental health aspect, is that when you feel alone, you just feel like you're not making progress. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.